Okay, hello and welcome back. I'm Stunna and we are playing more World of Warcraft. Yes, this is what it's like to be, you have ADHD, you get hyperfixated. That's just the way my brain works. Okay, so, we are playing World of Warcraft Midnight, their latest expansion that was released earlier this year. And unlike the War Within, where I played Justana, I am playing it as Seb, who is Justana's stepson, adoptive son. He's Gildekrantz and Orthi's oldest son. So here we go. But the main reason I decided to do these quests as Seb is because we start out on Keldanas protecting the Sunwell, which is the Blood Elves, basically. So we're basically focused around the Blood Elves at this point. So it felt fitting to play not only a Blood Elf, but a Blood Elf Paladin. Which does mean that some of the comments that certain characters make are kind of funny in context because they are treating the player characters as if they're not a Blood Elf themselves. They don't have unique dialogue if your character is a Blood Elf, which I think is kind of silly. I do also play Final Fantasy XIV, and they just announced last weekend that the next extension for Final Fantasy XIV will be released in January. So next January. And they also released the name of it, Evercold, and they released the first trailer, which looks really awesome. And the latest patch was, excuse me, burped. The latest patch update was yesterday actually, and I played the I already got through the MSQ, which is main scenario quest. Basically, it's just the main story of the game. And I have no idea why. Okay, we're heading to Tranquillian. I have no idea why. I noticed in the first stream for Midnight that there was this sort of double audio thing going on with the audio from the game. The only thing I can think of for that was that somehow my mic was picking up on that, so you were getting the audio not only from my mic but also from the game. But I didn't hear that in the VOD from last week, so I don't know why it was funky that first time. Maybe because it'd been a while since I streamed on my laptop, because I'm playing on my laptop. The other games that I've been doing, I've been streaming from my desktop. But I prefer to stream from my desktop because it has a hardwire internet connection. My laptop has a Wi-Fi internet connection, but I've set it up so that it used to be it would automatically both stream and record your streams from OBS, but now you have to specifically press the button to record your stream as well as stream it. So I only do that for the laptop to make, just in case. What was I gonna do? I have something else I'm doing really quick on the side. Okay. Alright. Okie dokie. So, we quested in Eversong the first week up here. And then we got no, the first week we actually did the starting zone as Justana because I had already done it as Seb offline. But I was like, no, if I'm gonna stream this, I want to include the starting zone. So I did that on Justana, because I'm eventually going to do all this on Justana too. That's nothing else to see what it's like for an Alliance player character. So once I got to where I left off with Seb, then I switched to Seb to finish up the housekeeping stuff in the city. And then last week quested in Eversong, and then quested in Tranquillion, and at the very end of the stream we were sent to Fairbreeze Village, which I forgot to put my phone on silent so it doesn't disturb us, which I don't remember where that is. Oh, we can actually zoom in, because of the patch for FF14 I couldn't play it while they were of course updating, so I went ahead and actually logged into World of Warcraft Classic and actually finally got Justana to max level there. So it was very weird to go from being able to zoom in and out of the map, and then in World of Warcraft Classic you can't. I think, oh, this is Golden Mist Village. Where is, oh, duh, that's the, this is their icon for the main scenario quest. I'm fine. But yeah, when I finally started questing in Eversong Woods, I was delighted to realize I can fly! Here we go. This is more what, the Ghostlands, which is this area below the river, used to be called. This is more what I'm used to them looking like. If you remember from me questing on Justana and World of Warcraft Classic, it kind of reminds me of Darkshire. Okay, so meet Erator and Umbric.
We embrace
dialogue
power.
is so close.
We do not
Lucia,
fear it.
those notes of hers were trying to pull things from the void storm. Thought it could reverse the pathway and send us in, but the pages simply aren't complete. There's too much missing. I need those missing pages, and I'm reasonably certain I know exactly who stole them.
The light is not the only path.
The past keeps watch. I don't trust the quiet here. Let's shore up the defenses. Did you see those slumped-over arcane golems around the village? They may not look like much now, but a quick tune-up will have them on their feet soon enough. They're good for standing guard, and also for ferreting out any hidden snakes in the weeds. Let's get to work. The sooner the golems are running, the better I'll feel about this town's safety. Activate 6 decrepit ranger constructs on the borders of Windrunner Village.
Better to seek forgiveness than permission. We'll fix up those old constructs and take out any cultists we find.
Okay. Right. Still have my fighting pick equipped, because that's what I did last. Okay. Need to be closer. Fine. I shouldn't have needed to be this close. Hi. Should have known I'd be attacked. At least I have backup. Very big backup. Okay. Do. And Gobbo. Okay. Something I've been pondering is, doing, not streaming, but, doing starting zones for various races. and recording that and then uploading those to YouTube. But the question then would be, where's the cutoff for the starting zone? Because it's one thing when it's the Worgen or Gabo starting zones. Those have a very set start and end point. But what would count as the cutoff for other races, like Blood Elves or humans? So, I don't know. Just a thought that I've had. And I'm sure there are plenty of playthroughs of the various parts of the game. Not just this, but I mean, I watched another streamer play through parts of Midnight, but honestly, I wasn't paying that much attention. I was watching more to support the streamer. And I tried not to actually pay attention to what was going on because I still wanted to enjoy playing the game myself. So, yeah. So I knew basically that I knew from watching the other streamer play that I wanted to do these quests as a Blood Elf. And it just so happened that Seb was very close to being a high enough level, so I was able to actually do some of the pre-expansion quests as Seb before the game properly released. But yeah, I knew I was going to play the game eventually. I hadn't decided yet if I was going to stream it. Okay, anything new from you? Nope. Try like we're already supposed to be on the perimeter. We were right to come here quickly.
I've bested every evil I've faced.
Okay. Oh. Okay, that's an upgrade. Alright.
The shadows serve us.
Cassia's notes may be lost forever, but we must try and improvise. I have one final ritual to try. If this doesn't work, then the answers lay in Death Home, the Twilight Blade's heart. But first, meet Umbric at the ritual site in Windrunner Village. There, collect 4 void shards that return them to the Void Nexus.
Shadows watch over you.
I'm going to try to decipher Cassia's notes one last time. They may be the key to unraveling the Void Storm.
Okay, stay
Teresa used to tell me stories of this place. They held festivals. Her brother Lirath would play. The air was filled with laughter and song. It's hard to imagine any of that now. It's just broken. Gone. Nothing left but echoes. Was my mother one of those that filled the air with laughter? Did Sylvana sing? Were my grandparents? I suppose it's useless to think about it. My mother... I haven't heard from her in weeks. We don't speak often, but it just feels different this time. With everything that's happened, that storm in the sky, the void, worry solves nothing. What we need is a sword and a capable hand, and I've both of those. Still, I wish I'd seen this place while it still lived.
So yeah, there were 3 Windrunner sisters. The oldest, Ilaria, is Eretor's mother. Thralian is his father. The middle sister, I think she's middle. I can't remember if Marisa or Sylvanas is the oldest. So yeah, Ilaria is the oldest. And then Sylvanas is the middle sister. And then Marisa, the aunt that Eretor was talking about, is the youngest. Their mother was the Ranger General for Silvermoon, and Ilaria was expected to take her place, but instead she chose to join the Farstriders. So then Seboath became the Ranger General, and then eventually was killed by Arthas and turned into Banshee. And eventually she broke free of his control and became the leader of the Forsaken. And Varisa, she got together with a healing mage named Ronan, and they had kids. So yeah, Varisa basically raised Eretor because Ilaria and Tyralian had to do a thing. Oh, I gotta go up there, okay. So yeah, Windrunner Village, this is where their family lived before Arthas happened. So it makes sense that Eretor would feel...
Champion, bring those void shards to the center portal. If I'm right, it should reverse the path and open the way to the void storm.
Yeah, it would make sense that Eretor would be having some feels at being in his family village at long last. Yep, I got hit. I don't know if I've stated before that I came up with.
No! We were so close!
You know, you usually just give characters first names in MMOs. But I came up with last names for my characters. And it's funny because with the Caldori characters, the names tend to be related to the moon or night somehow, because they're night elves. And Sindori or Blood Elf characters are associated with the sun. So my Blood Elf characters generally have the last name Sun Touched. Orsi's last name is Daystar because a friend and I had canoned that he was her character's brother. We don't talk much anymore, but I stuck with that. And then I was trying to think of a last name for my Night Elf characters, and one of the names I thought of was Moonshine. And I was like, no, that's alcohol. That's not gonna work.
All paths are possible.
That gives the wrong idea. No, I was so close. I'm collecting myself a paradigm of focus. Deathholm it is then, the base of the Twilight's Blade. Okay.
Greetings, traveler.
I honestly don't know if these secondary stats are any good, what I should be picking for Paladin. I just pick. To Deathholm, that coward Antonorian has doomed us all. I hoped it wouldn't come to this, but We need the rest of Cassia's research, the missing pages that were stolen from her corpse. But the cult has retreated south, to the ruins of Deathholm, fitting that such traitors would sequester themselves in such a vile place, but we must root them out. Meet with Magister Umbric in the ruins of Deathholm.
Be open to possibilities.
Cassia's research holds the first steps I need to help Silvermoon. Antinorian took those missing pages. I'd bet my life on it.
Okay, I remember, I did quest some Ghostlands on Orthonago. And there was actually a quest, that would, a quest to kill, a strong mob. And usually it required, I think it said 3 to 5 players. Naturally, I tried it on my own and died for my trouble. So, my friend, whose character Orsi is related to, was still playing at the time, so I told her I was having trouble with the quest. So she helped me out with, her character, and, I don't know if she one-shotted the,
Champion, Lorthamar sent me to help with that rat you're chasing.
Hi, Valyra. I don't remember if she one-shotted the mob we were supposed to go after, but I'm pretty sure she did, because she was max level at the time, and the mob was maybe level 20, so either she one-shotted them, or it was really quick. I just stood back and went, yay, I get credit.
I wouldn't cross
We
me
meet
if I
again,
were
Ted.
you.
The rat crew is just ahead. You ready to finish this hunt?
Strike quickly.
Mistress, I am here as summoned. Nothing?
Never nothing, mortal. The void closes its jaws around the throat of your world. You cannot hope to be worthy of its hunger.
I am! My followers and I have sown chaos and mistrust between the Sunwell's defenders. As we were bidden!
Mere child's play, elf. The real work commences over the mountains. And within the void itself. In case any of you have forgotten. You wretches speak of your works and worth. Scrabbling for the mistress's favor. Forgetting all the while that in the end...
all will be devoured. The forces of the void are gathering from across the cosmos, eager to feed upon this world. Soon, the true invasion will begin, and the mortals will never see it coming. Make ready.
Mistress, do not forsake me.
You did well, my faithful servant. But alas, I have no further use for you.
But I...
Give my regards to Azeroth's champions.
Damn. That's cold.
The pleasure is mine. Farewell.
Come with an
I'm loath
open
to find
mind.
myself here again, but it is the only way.
I have much to teach you.
What's the difference between these? Oh. Oh, feet, shoulder. Okay. I'm fine. I see. Did not expect this place to be so heavily guarded. This is far more complicated than one charismatic leader and a group of wayward pilgrims. Still, if we take out Norian, it should weaken them considerably. A cult is nothing without its leader. Valyra tracked the governor to that cavern. He's gone in. We'll make sure he never comes out.
We serve the Alliance.
We'll take care of the reinforcements. Go with Valyra.
I trust you, champion. Find Antinorian, get the information we need, and take him down.
Okay. Do. Holy crap. It's hard to see stuff. Okay, this is the cave. Alright. Okay, this is a delve. Alright. Fitting that a worm like Antinorian would crawl down here. So the delves were introduced in the War Within. The initial one that we did was required to progress the story. We worked with Bran Bronzebeard for that one.
My loyalties are my own.
Okay. Okay. I'm like, there's something I'm missing, something I'm not doing. Okay, this way. Aha. Now I got it. Okay. No, yeah. It took a bit for me to figure it out, but I got it. My eyes on you. That is a warlock ability.
You can handle this now.
Okay. Yay, I leveled up.
I need a target. I need to get closer.
Oh. Okay, that. That was a pain in the butt. I remember when I was questing Miss Pandaria on Justana Monday. Either me or my pet would get feared and would just aggro more bad guys and just made the situation worse until eventually I died. There was one spot where I died several times before I finally succeeded at what I was trying to do. some of the abilities that I have that keep me alive as a hunter just aren't available in Mystic Pandaria, so makes it harder to survive in some cases. Okay. I'm sure if I'd been playing a paladin, I would have survived a little better. But I wasn't playing a paladin, I was playing a hunter. And you can't play multiple jobs in World of Warcraft. You're stuck with whatever job you choose. So if you want to play as a different job, you have to get a new character. Okay.
To target something first.
Okay, right, got it. I just saw void focus, I didn't realize. Oh, I need to destroy these suckers. Okay. Next up. So I did not stream doing the pre-patch stuff, pre-extension content. I don't think I did. But basically it's just whatever the pre-expansion content is, it usually relates to the upcoming expansion. Like when Legion was about to come out, we were doing there were attacks that would happen in various zones, and as long as you were in the zone, you didn't even have to be participating or fighting the bad guys. As long as you were in the zone, you will get a reward from doing it. And that was before you could learn, pick up T-Mog appearances, even if the gear you were looking at wasn't gear that was for your particular class. Oh, shoot. So basically, I just made sure that I got the complete set for each type of armor. And for some of the characters, I didn't even bother. I just found out where there was an invasion going, and I went and I just farted around in the zone until the invasion was over and I got my gear. Because after a while, it got tiresome to just keep doing it. But I think, I'm pretty sure I wasn't the only one who was doing that, so, in later, pre-expansion content, you had to participate in some way in order to get the gear. Certainly I had to actually participate if I wanted to get the stuff for Seb. But it's not so much, makes me curiosity. Interesting. But, basically after that, you didn't get gear as drops. You would collect currency and then you would buy stuff using that currency. So just encouraging people to actually do the stuff that they put so much time and effort into developing. Which I can understand, that's fair. I don't think I've really bothered with the free Shadowlands stuff. I'm trying to remember what the free expansion stuff was for that. That was a while back. I can't even see the Lyra. I just hear her. No! Rude. See what I mean? That would happen to me or my pets, or we'd go running over to another group of bad guys, and then they would start attacking us. Okay, so actually, she isn't even one of the targets. She's a rare. I can tell that by the silver dragon around her portrait. Okay. Come on. Come on. You bastard. There. She didn't get horrified anymore. Now we can just focus. Oh, no. She's the one doing the horrifying. Okay. Which makes sense. That's one of the, she's a banshee. So that's one of their stock abilities.
Not quick enough.
Come on. Die already. We certainly hit you enough times. There we go. Whew. Okay. Yeah, well, we had to go this way anyway. Alright. jellyfish. Oh, there we go. Now I can see. Ow! Oof. Okay. That's two.
One moment.
Yeah. Does this help? That is one of the crowd control abilities that priests have, is to basically scare anyone attacking them into running away from them. So clerics in Dungeons and Dragons can do that. They can turn undead. I don't know if that's but that only works specifically on spirits and skeletons. But the priest's ability to horrify enemies has nothing to do with that. Doesn't rely on them being undead in any way. Is that basically a self-destruct that they're doing? Very funny. There's an attack in FF14 that targets every player individually, and if they're too close together, then you get hit by more than one of those attacks, and if they're strong enough, those attacks will be enough to take you out. Okay, that's the ritual. Now we need to take out them. It's kind of long for Delve, it feels like.
One moment. The pleasure is mine.
Die like them!
It's too far away.
Come on, stop doing that.
Be quicker next time.
I'm working on that. I got a massive sword and shield. You got little bitty daggers. What do you expect? Rude. Not again. Getting hurt, but talking about standing in the bad stuff. Which I suppose is the point. Now where'd he go?
I'm
Over
out of
there.
range.
Not quick enough.
Stop running away!
I need to target something first. I need to get closer. It's too far away.
Be quicker next time.
In the dark desperate still fighting for power. A fitting end. Stolen knowledge. Okay. Okay. Did a comment and it's robot, of course. Okay, off we go. ready to leave.
What do we need to do?
Still needs to know
We
about
should
this.
help.
Okay. Okay. So, let's see. All right. Stolen knowledge. Cassius' handwriting is unmistakable because the pages wrote been stolen from her notebook.
Come with an
Let's
open
be
mind.
done with this. The Twilight's blade must fall.
Baladash, Malanor.
Cassius notes. At long last, I must go. Okay. Oh look, they're actually a higher level than before. So I'm already wearing newer boots. I haven't replaced my pauldrons yet, so that's what we're gonna do.
Do not bend to the whispers. These notes have to hold the answer. Cassia, I'll make sure you didn't die in vain. Erator, tell Lorthamar he has my aid. I'll be in touch the moment I have a solution.
Let's do some good.
Anything but reprieve. This is dire. The Twilight's blade is much larger, much more powerful than any of us could have guessed. We believed Umbric is on the case, but we need to let Silvermoon know that's what's happened here.
Better to seek forgiveness than permission. Umbric is finding a way into the Void Storm. Once we have it, the Vanguard can launch a direct attack and end this threat once and for all.
His help is deeply appreciated. I only wish word of it had arrived under better circumstances.
What do you mean?
We've news from Suncrown. The Light Bloom has all but devoured the village. Lady Liadrin left the moment we heard. Meet her and get any survivors out of there.
We'll make haste.
I will head there myself as soon as matters here are settled. Take care, both of you.
Quickly
Nothing
to
for Corellian
Suncrown.
for once.
I only hope it's not too late.
Okay. Non-void of curiosity. Report your discovery to Naladea Rivergleam in Silvermoon City. The artifact crumbles in your hand, leaving only a faint but distinctly ancient arcane footprint. Naladea Rivergleam will want to hear about this. She's basically the Horde representative in the in the group that's basically investigating stuff like this. They're the ones who do most of the delves. Okay. The weather has been going back and forth between dry and wet, and it's been my sinuses for some reason don't like when the barometer changes, so I've had a bit of a sinus headache. It's worse for my mom. It sets off her allergies, so then she feels like crap. Oof.
Oh, by the light.
Pleasantries can wait.
I was not expecting reinforcements so soon. Is your business with Magister Umbric complete then? For now.
Fight well.
You see what we have to contend with here. Greenstone Shandor is helping stop the spread further north, but if this light bloom surges again, I don't know if we can halt it. I've heard cries for help from survivors still trapped within. We have to find them and direct them to safety. Find and aid survivors in Suncrown Village.
Shorel Ara.
Ready to fight the fight?
Choking tendrils. I haven't expertise of Orwenya in these matters, but if the light bloom moved this quickly, I assume the Rutani are accelerating the spread here, just as in Fairbreeze. The town is beyond saving, but we can at least try to contain the light bloom within its walls.
We should help.
It is as if the wilds themselves devoured this place.
This is horrific. Fairbreeze was nothing compared to it.
Okay. Wisdom.
I have many wares.
Okay, there we go. That's quite a lot of space in my bag. Look at all that space.
Many farewells.
There we go. That sounds right. Away. It's interesting that they're supposed to go this route. With the light switch. Having the light manifest as plants. I don't think light aspect abilities will do much against them. But I don't know if they've accounted for types of attacks. Like in FF14, it used to be that knowing what kind of attacks an enemy could do would affect, and what kind of attacks your various abilities were would affect how strong they were against the enemy. But mostly that's spawned by the wayside. And I don't know if the same holds true in World of Warcraft. And I said in my previous stream that I only had one Void Elf character. I remembered afterwards that I actually have two Void Elf characters that I'm actually playing. Not that I just created in Character Creator and then didn't actually create them. But the other one is actually one of Seb's half-sisters. Because said, we were trying to get out of here, but we're flanked on all sides. I don't want to find out what that thing is below, but it's our only path of escape. I'll cover your escape. Go quickly.
Crash to the north, and then the light bloom was everywhere.
Anyways, basically, Orsi, Distana, and Gilby have formed a triad, and Seb actually was born before the three of them got together. And after the three of them sorted themselves out, Seb and the son, of course, have had kids. And Orsi and Distana have had kids. I don't know why I said Seb. And for their kids, I basically kind of rolled the dice as to whether they would be more human looking or more elf looking. But one of the elf looking characters, I created her not only as a blood elf but also as a void elf. And so I'm leveling both her blood elf and void elf versions. It's frustrating. Wait. I'm making progress, it's just annoying. Is there somewhere else? Yay. Yeah, that is definitely another player. But that's not one of my abilities. Whew. Okay. Over this way. Oh, I can't do anything to help him? Rude. Okay. Oh, yeah. In here? Yes.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Okay. Take a few moments to catch my breath. That fight was, interesting. We'll put it that way. Interesting. Instruct my home. What now? Instruct the defender to go to the runestone Shandor where it is safe.
Sun Chaser, the light bloom was across the river. Why did it surge here?
In case I don't accidentally aggro something else. There we go. Okay. Is it still pursuing me? I mean, it's still red, so I assume I still have aggro. Okay, not anymore.
With perseverance,
My home is destroyed, but I won't go down without a fight.
We shall. It sounded as if someone felled a tree. The forest riders left to investigate.
No, but up here. Okay, cool.
A new Belore.
There's no way out. They've completely surrounded the town.
We shall not. I thought I heard trolls shouting to the north. That can't be right.
Huh. Okay. Oh. Still need to find survivors. Okay. Okay. So should still be able to help. So the reason that I couldn't do anything for that one guy was because the mob I needed to kill was already dead. Okay, one more survivor. Yeah. There's nothing for me to kill to help them. Well, that's lovely. Okay. There's someone else. Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, there we go. Now I can leave. Over here.
So the crash caused the light bloom to surge. Thank you. Rest easy and leave this to us.
Okay.
Let's do some good.
We've cut back what we can. I only hope it's enough.
I've bested every evil I've faced.
I answer to the
Some
light.
live. I am grateful, as are they.
The Farstriders left to investigate that noise. Suncrown had no defenders.
That's not a coincidence. Oh, all the named people that I helped, rescued, whatever. You know what I mean.
The beauty of Eversong endures.
I don't know why I'm suddenly yawning so much. So as quickly as I could. This is devastating. We called in our magisters to reinforce this runestone. They will keep an eye on the light plume spread. I suspect Haldoran Brightwing and the Farstriders have uncovered more than the villagers know. I can rely on him for anything. We shall rendezvous with him at the encampment to the north, and soon have some answers. Regroup with Lorthamar Theron at Scintilla's outpost.
I'll finish up here, with the survivors.
Thank you, Liadrin. I hope Haldoran can tell us what's going on.
Okay. Onward. What is over here? What's this blue arrow for? Whoa, this is way high up. Woo! What the? Oh! Oh, cool. Yes. That is gorgeous. Wow. Mine, 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 mine. Reminds me of the birds and Finding Nemo, the seagulls and Finding Nemo. Mine, mine, mine. Okay. That was a nice little detour. Here's the outpost. What's over here? What is this? What's this icon for? Hawkstrider Husbandry, Unabridged Edition. And while it may be mighty and regal, it is important to remember that Hawkstars are, above all else, highly nervous creatures. They must be allowed at least 1 hour of uninterrupted preening time per day in order to relieve stress. It is recommended to separate Hawkstars during preening time. Do not attempt to help your Hawkstrider preen, and do not permit your Hawkstrider to preen you. Both can be considered displays of the book continues like this for several hundred pages. Ah, that's hilarious.
Regent Lord, the Amani have invaded Eversong. The Ranger General took our forces to drive them back.
That's would be Verisa. She ended up becoming the Ranger General after Sylvanas was turned.
Baladash, Malanore.
Lorthamar falls still, eyes on the shore ahead. Now, it's important to note that Lorthamar and Liadrin have history with the Amani trolls. So this is, I imagine, dredging up some PTSD. I don't know the specifics. I'd have to do some more digging, some more research, and I've already faffed around enough doing that sort of thing. But let's just say that there's some... Liadrin didn't become a paladin until after the whole mess with the trolls. I'm pretty sure they killed most of her family, if not all of it.
We have made many sacrifices.
Old scars. Of course the Amani would use this moment to encroach. The cowards, we are beset on all sides. This land belongs to the Sindorai, and I will not see it taken by anyone. Not by raging plants, and not by a cult, and not by the Void, and never by the Amani. Whatever they are doing over there, it must be stopped. Do whatever you can to disrupt them and send them scurrying back to Zulaman, where they belong. Disrupt the Amani lumber operations in Torwatha.
What I do for Quel'Thalas.
Ready to fight the fight?
I foe unseen. I know Lorthamar is angry, but this is strange, Seboath. They didn't attack Suncrown, the White Plume did. What are the Amani doing over there? There has to be some kind of explanation for this. It doesn't look like an invasion. Let's see what we can find out. Find information about what the trolls are doing in Torwatha. Like I said.
That tree they felled, that's what caused Suncrown's destruction. The Amani will pay for this.
If this were deliberate, they would have attacked once Suncrown fell. There's more to this.
Letting old hatreds get in the way. Which can be as much a problem as blind faith in the light. So, yeah. Seb was not around for that stuff. that was before he was born. So yeah, good idea to have him lead the fight. You wish to die. Now it's important to note that you can play 2 different types of trolls. That was very good. In game, neither of which are Amani. Stop running away from me! I mean, that is one of the staples of playing a hunter. You can jump back like that. You can even do it in FF14 as an archer / bard. The trolls you can play initially when you start playing World of Warcraft are the Darkspear trolls. They want nothing to do with the other troll groups. And then in Battle for Azeroth, you end up recruiting the Zandalari trolls to the Horde as well. And they are separate from the Darkspear trolls. So, right around the time Battle for Azeroth,
Deal with them.
right around that time Black Panther came out. So there were definite callbacks to Black Panther and Wakanda, which I thought was cool because the trolls are supposed to be analogous. Polak? It's supposed to be reminiscent of that group of people. So they associate it with Wakanda from the Marvel comic, which is an African nation that wasn't completely devastated by colonization. You know, various groups in World of Warcraft are analogous to various real life groups, I read somewhere that they do consult with representatives from the groups, but I don't know how much input they have. I mean, if you, in the Mists of Pandaria streams that I did, you can see the influence from China, which makes sense because Pandaren are based on pandas, which are Chinese. But they didn't always consult with people from the groups they're trying to represent. And like with the Worgen, they're kind of based on Victorian England. You can't exactly consult Victorian English people. Okay, that's just you taken care of. Okay. Here's okay. Wow. Okay, yeah, we are going to ignore that. Hi. One thing I like about playing World of Warcraft is you don't have to dismount before you attack. You can attack and it automatically dismounts you. Okay. Are they being affected by the light bloom too? I feel like the streamer that I watched play this got to this part. It's monumental groups commanded by creatures from the light bloom. Yeah. It looks like the trolls are being affected by the light bloom too. That may be why they chopped down that tree. To do something about the light bloom, and it had nothing to do with invading Eversong. You do have to do, if I remember correctly, that part of the Eversong quest do something about the Amani trolls. But it's been years since I played through the entire quest line in Eversong. Gather as much lightwood as you are able. The elves will know we are here soon enough. We must arm ourselves before they do. See it done. Zul'jin. Okay. Go over here. Whoops. Neat stack of lumber carved from the felled lightbloom tree. So they were harvesting the wood from the tree.
Lorthamar, I've secured the area, but they're making a push for Amani Pass.
And this is Halduran.
Baladash,
Thank you for your aid. Lorthamar told me of what happened in Suncrown. Suncrown was under my watch, but we heard the felling of the tree and left to investigate the noise. I thought perhaps it was the light blooms doing. I never expected the Amani to encourage so brazenly. I'll see to the light bloom. Lorthamar can see to the Amani. Let us hope he does not give them his other eye in the process. Halduran winks.
We must not falter.
What do we need to do?
What have you found?
I've bested every evil I've faced.
Whatever their reasons, the Amani will regret this trespass.
We shall not falter.
Nope. No. We're advancing. Yep. Nothing dashboard, no. There we go. I'm fine. Nope, nope, nope. Oh right, I need to actually, this is what I need to do. There we go. You. There we go. Hmm. I just want to see what it all looks like. Ooh, that's not too bad. I don't like that sword though. No. No. Hmm. It's very gnome weapon. So this is actually from the Worgen questline, I think. Yes, you can equip a pickaxe as a one-handed weapon. Frostblade hatchet. That doesn't look like a frostblade to me. I mean, it kind of fits the color scheme. Grateful Goblin's mallet. That's a gobbo weapon if I ever saw one.
May your feet
Okay.
find good trails. Good fortune to our friends.
Oh, I turned off the key mug. Well, I kind of like that sword. I haven't seen that. Okay. Let's fix that.
Just the thing, Wanderer.
There we go. I do like that sword. There is a specific sword that I want, but I think it's a pain in the keister to get. Okay.
Let's do some good.
Passed around enough. Following the route. Orthamar has the right to defend this land, but I don't think he's seeing clearly. The presence of Amani is too inciting. This doesn't add up. The trolls are going out of their way to craft light bloom weapons. To fight what? It isn't us. They didn't attack Suncrown. They could have, and they didn't. We need to find the truth. Let's head south. That hideout I discovered must have some answers.
We should help. Lorthamar, we found evidence of a nearby hideout.
The Amani Pass takes priority. I will not let them invade Quel'Thalas again.
Investigate if you must, Erator. But I expect you at the pass in short order.
The Farstriders stand
Thank
ready.
you for okay. Stay well and listen. Alright.
The Amani were only the source of a bigger problem. The light bloom has never acted like this before. The forests had only small pockets of growth. But the moment the Sunwell surged, it changed everything. Every pocket of light bloom has grown into dense thickets, teeming with strange wildlife. I cannot leave this unchecked. Lorthamar said you had someone knowledgeable with you in Fairbreeze. I need to speak with them. My expertise lies with the forests. This problem, I can surely solve. The other issues, well, you've proven yourself competent many times over. Take care.
Okay. Moving on. I see. There we go. Ooh. Okay. Moving on. So nice to be able to fly there. Light blooming Lastra. Start of Dundon? What the heck is that? Oh, hello. Okay. In here.
This is the place. Covered in runes and well warded, it seems.
These are totems from shamans.
I suspect the Amani didn't want any uninvited guests. Lucky these wards are old.
This is definitely a troll building. Another totem. Suppose I should destroy this one too.
If they were this well guarded, we'll want to take care ahead. Follow me and keep quiet. Ready to fight the fight? I've bested every...
You invaded our land. You killed my people. For what? To conquer? To claim what was never yours? This is what you fear, isn't it? Not the blade, but what it contains. The light. Some say a comfort, but so easily honed into this. There is the fear. What do you think? Anything to say? I didn't think so.
That weapon, the Lightwood, they aren't trying to conquer Eversong. They're trying to defend themselves from the Twilight's blade. And they've locked the way forward. Come on, champion. We need to follow them.
Okay.
What do we need to do?
Tri's blade are terrorizing Zulaman as well? This is no coincidence.
Ready to fight the fight?
Gods before us. I suppose I shouldn't have expected agreeing with open arms, but I did not expect to be trapped in here. The Amani are clever. They must have made a way to escape. We have only to find it. Let's look around. For Watanan, Gret and pursue Zul'Jan.
To seek forgiveness. This riddle must be the key to getting us out of here.
Curse Gurubashi bind us, Bang of Shadra pry the bars. Blood the Pirik mark the way, by their corpses we be freed. Okay, so Gurubashi is one of the other troll groups. They are in northern Stranglethorn. Ash sits by the thoughts. Shadra refers to one of the troll gods. She was a spider. Harik is another one, and he was a bat. Spawn of Shadra. There we go. I just like Carib in second place. I'm not a hunter this time. Okay. Place bone carapace strings into the vase. Okay, and then over here. So I'm assuming we need to find a bat. We did not go this way before. This is not how we came in. There we go. Child of Paris. I'm not playing a hunter, I'm not skinny. Okay.
The Mist Ward is gone. Let's find Zul'Jan. What do we need to do? I'd heard this land belonged to the Amani long ago. I hadn't really thought about it beyond recorded history. But these Ancient bones. There must be generations of Amani buried here, resting where no one can reach them. We elves do not revere our ancestors as the orcs do, but we still honor our dead. The Amani cannot even do that much. We've taken it away from them. Little wonder they hold such hatred for elvenkind. We should get moving.
And someone was thinking of how the other side sees the situation. Okay, we are here.
More magic blocking the way. These tiles may offer a solution.
Let's see. What happened? Oh. Okay. Okay.
You did it! Let's do some good.
You made that look easy. No, I didn't.
Better to seek forgiveness than permission.
An impasse. How deep does this have to go? We need to find Zul'jin and explain to him that we fight a common enemy. Surely he'll see reason. Come on, they can't have gotten much farther in this maze. Pursue Renatha and Zul'jin deeper into the Wapanan crypts. So this is healing and this is retribution. Axe or sword?
We have to find Zul'jin before it's too late. Wait! There's no need for bloodshed.
First blood was yours. You will die!
Zul'jin! No! None of this had to happen. Let's go.
Okay, only way to go. And out.
What do we need to do?
It's just senseless. We have to stop it.
We should help.
None of this is necessary. We need to make them see reason. My father will know what to do. I know he'll see reason once I explain what has happened here. There's no need for bloodshed. It's simple. If the Amani are set against the Twilight Blade, we fight on the same side. Meet Erator at the Amani Pass. I don't think it's going to be that easy.
We need to get to Amani Pass and tell them the truth of what is happening.
Ooh, I like this sword. some ways Eretor is more innocent, is more naive. Not that I blame him. He kind of always had that same, it's kind of been the sort of thing that, you know, he's always been taught that, everyone will see reason and be reasonable and all that, and really, he doesn't have the life experience to understand that sometimes...
It's the Twilight's blade! They're the true threat!
Yeah. That sometimes your emotions and your past trauma will get the better of you.
Let's do some good.
I must put a stop to this.
I've bested every evil I've faced.
I greet you on behalf of
Light, guide us. Our findings at Torwatha were correct. By the time Turellian and I arrived here with troops, the Amani had already begun to take the path. They seek to establish another path to acquire the light wood from our land. The Amani have chosen war, as they always do. This, at least, is a threat I know how to handle. Eretor is but a boy. He cannot grasp the magnitude of history between the Sindarai and Amani, and I don't expect him to. Will you stand by the Blood Elves and all that is right? Solve the battle at the Amani Pass by helping the Blood Elves secure it, or try to dissuade the Blood Elves from fighting. Ooh. Oh, that is a tough one, because on the one hand, Blood Elf, on the other hand, he wasn't alive for the conflict between the Amani and the Blood Elves either. I don't know. I assume the story progresses either way, but it's a tough choice to make, especially for Seb.
Aldiel Shalar, if you will not fight, get out of my way.
This bloodshed, it's madness. Where is my father? He must see this by now.
Sinu Amanore.
It's not just deciding which way to go, but it's also, I know personally I would not want there to be fighting, but I'm playing this as a character. Like, when in Shadowlands there's different covenants you could join. I always pick the covenant based on what the character would choose. So the question here is, what would Seb choose? Would he choose to support the fight, or would he choose to try to stop the fight? I don't know. And this isn't the sort of thing I would use the dice to decide. You know, if I were playing one of my other Blood Elf characters, like if I was playing Orsi or Gildy, they would actually have been around for this. So they would probably support the fight.
May the eternal sun guide you.
I don't know. Okay, I'm done whining about it. Sorry, Erethlor. I can see it more likely for Alliance characters to try to dissuade people because they're not invested in this conflict at all. They don't have a part to play in it. And that is part of the reason that Erethlor can take the view that he does. Because Erethlor didn't grow up on stories of the conflict with the Amani. Well, maybe he did. Maybe Veritha did tell him stories, but I don't know how involved she was in the fight with the Amani. But Seb, I mentioned before, I kind of consider Liadrin as Seb's mentor as a paladin. So he would definitely have been raised on stories of the Amani Wars. Not just from her, but from his mother, his uncle, his grandfather. And it wouldn't surprise me if he did lose some extended family in the Amani Wars. Families that he never got a chance to know because of the Amani Wars. So, as much as it pains me to make this choice as a player, for the character it feels right. But additionally, by dissuading them from fighting, you take away the support from Lorthamar and Turalian. Make it harder for them. And as much as I like Erethlor, I have to think of that too. So this is going to go so well. Someone's going to be mad at him regardless. I console myself with the idea, but I will choose the other option another time.
threaten the Sindorai again!
Oh, that's Roma. Okay, in this one. Ah, there it is. There we go. Of course, I could have skipped doing either. But it didn't feel right to just
We have to stop this.
not choose.
It is too late, Erator. But we can heal those in need.
Wretched Amani! By the light, I will see these monsters purged!
I proudly
There
serve
he
as
is, the
Regent
one who
Lord.
leads this little incursion.
The light of the Sunwell be with you.
The Vanguard
Past
is here to
redemption.
protect.
These monsters deserve nothing more than swift retribution. For Silvermoon, for the Sindorai. Turalian's eyes blaze with light. For Ilaria, this will be finished. Finish the battle against the Imani at the Imani Pass.
Champion, we've cornered Zul'Jan. It is time to bring this incursion to an end.
Do not.
Let's see what's happened.
Look at you, human. So self-righteous. So blinded by your light. You fight only to conquer.
Father!
He is beaten. Tell me, all this death, denying us our birthright, was it to appease the elves you cow to? Or was it to feed your soulless vanity? This is what I think of you and your light.
Oh. Oh.
My son. Here, let me.
No! Just... no.
Oh, damn. Oh.
Were we blind to Erator's truth?
I am the blade of the
I will
light.
keep watch here as the Regent Lord commands. I only hope our decisive victory deters the Imani from another attack. Erator, I worry for him. If it is truly as he says, that the Imani fight the Twilight's Blade, then we have good cause to rethink our strategy. I'm no ally to Zul'Aman, but I know not to wage a war against someone who shares a common foe. Find Erator, Seb. His instincts are telling.
Remain vigilant.
With perseverance
Did
and
not
strength.
expect this. Orthamar glances at Trallian. Perhaps we overstepped our bounds. You think?
The eternal sun still guides us.
Lady Leatrin will remain here. The rest of us shall return to Silvermoon and debrief. Orthamar looks at the devastated Trallian. We still have many battles ahead, it seems. Return to Silvermoon City.
Our strength lies in our people, Lady Liadrin. Secure the pass. For good or ill, we've taken a stand here. We should keep it. The rest of us will return to Silvermoon. There is much to discuss.
Anaria Shala. Aldiel Shala.
Okay. This is actually going to be a good place to stop once we get to Silvermoon. Whoa! I caught something about Terralion hurting Erator while the other streamer was playing the game, but I hadn't seen that part, so yeah. I mean, Terralion's attitude has been driving me crazy. I feel like he's too blinded by the light, literally. He sees things as void or light. He doesn't see that there's nuances.
Baladash, Melanore. We shall.
And that's what drives me crazy. But it's interesting because The War Within was kind of about Anduin's journey and rediscovering himself, and now it seems we're getting something similar with Terralion. He's going on a journey to, well, maybe not Terralion. It's definitely Erator that we're kind of following the journey, like we did with Anduin. And we also kind of accompanied Ilaria on her journey, so maybe we'll be witnessing two different journeys here. So yeah, excuse me. No. Okay. Think it's this? Ah, okay. Yes, here.
Ah, I could use your
I'm very busy
expertise.
at the moment. Champion, is this important? The reliquary.
Have you anything new to research?
Extraordinary find. The arcane energies emanating from your discovery clearly predate the shattering. We could learn much from such artifacts. Champion, fantastic work. If you happen upon any more during your expeditions, please bring your findings back to me.
Let me know what you find.
There. Okay. Alright. Here we go. Can I click on you? Nope.
You've uncovered many threats that besiege Quel'Thalas. We must plan our next move together.
Do not squander resources.
Welcome to Silvermoon. Okay.
With
Same thing.
perseverance, strength.
I thank you for your efforts thus far. You staved off that blasted light bloom, uncovered a cult, and defended our people from an Amani incursion. Yet there is far more to be done in each circumstance if we hope to see a brighter future. We must learn more. Let us consider our next steps. What now?
The Amani crossed a line. We need to make sure their encroachment has ended. Lady Liadrin is in Zul Aman now, looking into the situation. She'll need backup.
The light bloom is still an ever-present threat. Your contact has been investigating the overgrowth. Perhaps she has found something of value.
The Sunwell can only be empowered for so long. Those who are maintaining its current state are under immense strain. Turallion, how does our army fare?
The vanguard stands at the ready. But even we cannot hold the line should the Sunwell falter. The light. We must trust in the light. We must.
Not quite so self-assured now, are ya?
I greet you on behalf of
Would that I could join you, but there is much still to do here in Silvermoon. You have your objectives. Keep in touch. For Eretar, I hope you find them soon. A new Belore Delana, Seb.
What I do.
Okay. Ooh. Aid Eretor in bolstering those protecting the Sunwell. Journey into the roots with Orwenya. Follow Liatron into the homeland of the Imani trolls. Okay. Alright. Okay, so we're gonna stop there. Yay! Partially because I don't want to make up my mind yet on where to go. It's been over 2 hours anyway, which is about how long I go. Usually longer when I'm doing an MMO like this. So, that's it for this week. I don't know what I'm doing next week. Maybe World of Warcraft, maybe something else. Yeah, for now we'll call it a day. Night, morning, whatever you want to call it, wherever you are when you're watching this. Yeah, next Wednesday should be fine. Don't think I have anything planned. Nope. Just classes. Oh, we crossed that off. Whew. Excuse me. Yeah, I have classes for part of May, and then I'm done with classes. And I've been looking for a job, no success so far. Yeah. So maybe, depending on how things look, I may stream more once classes are over. Maybe. Make no guarantees at this point. So the VOD should go up on YouTube fairly soon. And if you're watching on the VOD, thank you for watching. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you to the people who did watch on the stream, even if you didn't say anything. Yeah, so make sure to drink water, eat food, take your meds, take a nap, take a shower, do your laundry, do your chores, do your cleaning, whatever it is you need to do to take care. And I'll see you next time. Bye!